Hi, my name is Steve Larson. In this video, I'm going to play through the Largo first movement of the Telemann Concerto in G major, and then I'll talk about a few other things afterwards. So that was the Largo of the first movement of the Telemann Concerto in G major. I'm working today from the Suzuki Volume 4 edition. The Telemann Concerto was part of that book, and I'm doing that in part because that's the way that a lot of students encounter the piece for the first time. And so the cadenza that I played is what's printed in the Suzuki edition. The bowings and fingerings, I've modified them a little bit, and I have a separate video that you might want to look up. There's a link to it below this video, and where I talk about some of the musical ideas in the piece, and I talk through the process of thinking about those musical ideas and the shaping that you want and the style you want. And then how does that affect your choice of fingering and bowing? So I go through the whole piece in quite a lot of detail if you want to look at that. And then I'm going to do a separate video later where I'm going to actually play through section by section and talk about how to practice things. So you might want to look up that. I'll put a link underneath this video once that video is done. This piece is interesting to teach and to play, and a bit challenging to teach and to play because it's written in the Baroque period, and it is played now a lot on modern instruments in a more modern style. You notice I was using a fair bit of vibrato throughout the whole piece. That's not the only way to play it. A lot of early music performers play it with a lot less vibrato. This movement in particular, they also improvise a lot of ornamentation, something along the lines of... Okay, just winging it there. So you hear some great recordings of early music players who really know what they're doing really interesting stuff, and that's worth looking into. But as a first approach to the piece, this is a great piece for younger student violists to work on simply playing with fantastic tone, working on their vibrato. So it's okay to use your vibrato generously in this piece. It doesn't spoil it as long as it's tasteful. And you work on your shaping, you work on your legato bowings, and and of course you can always explore playing with basically no vibrato and just shaping beautifully. Okay, so it's possible to do that way as well. So, but for most of what I'm working on with younger students, I'm trying to get their vibrato going and talk about the technique of vibrato and technique of really connected playing, which is a little bit different than how early music players sometimes play this piece. But it's such a lovely piece of music, such strong music in terms of how well Telemann composed it, that it can sound fabulous, played in a bunch of different styles. That's the beauty of it. So I hope you found that helpful. Please look up the other videos, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.